Welcome back everybody to another episode of Spider Willie Adventures. Had a few microphone issues once again, so there'll be a number of voiceovers getting us through this video. This is part 2. This is going to be from Beachport / South End all the way to Carpenter Rocks. Sit back and enjoy the nice soft sand and all the adventures we take on. Here folks, I'm just talking about my tyre pressures, letting them down to 10 psi. I'm also talking about if you let the tyres down to 10 psi, you're widening the footprint of the tyre on the sand, thus making it a lot easier to sit on top of the sand and hopefully not get bogged. In the Colorado, we've got Burry and Nat. In the Beast, we've got Dan and Greg. In the 80 series there, we've got Churcher. In the 200, we've got Ian. Here I'm just talking about the campgrounds and how clean they were, how clean the drop toilet was. The facilities were pretty good and easy to book online. And now we're on the track that takes us from Kotgi campground out to the beach. This section had some really deep wombat holes, and you can see how my suspension is put to work.
That's alright, isn't it a lovely day to be alive?
Yes. And you can see the orange markers on the left-hand side, keeping you on track as well. You didn't have to enter this way onto the beach. You could go around to the left, but this was certainly the more fun and challenging way, getting onto the beach. So just here you pop up over the hill, come along here. You don't really want to take the left hand line. There's a real angle on the side here, you'll take the side of your car out along these bushes. So we're coming out to the right hand side, and as we come over the hill turning left, whenever you're going uphill or downhill you want to keep the car pointing straight down or straight up. Come over the crest, turn left, get down to the bottom there, start turning right and onto the beach. So the first few Ks along the beach, you can see the sand's really firm, but boy oh boy, we had no idea what we're in for up ahead. So I managed to scoot along the top here. You can see my tyre tracks, but you can see how Matt and Dan have both slipped down. The camera doesn't show how off camber this actually is. Matt first tries with some max tracks to get himself out. Good try, bud. Little bit. Go, buddy. What we've got here, we've got Dan really stuck. We've managed to get Matt up, and to try and make this more successful, Matt and I are going to work as one, trying to pull out Dan. Let's see how we go. Hitting it nice and high, lots of momentum. What was the mode you wanted to try in if it went down?
Yeah, crawl control.
Crawl control. We're going to give crawl control a go.
See if it works.
No. You got. Together. That worked really well. So we drove down the beach about another 2 kilometres and came up to a section that was even more off camber than the last section, and the chances of getting past were very slim, as you would probably just slide down towards the water and the tide's already coming in. So we had to turn around and go back up and exit the beach where we were before. We managed to drive approximately halfway from Beachport to Carpenter Rocks along the beach when we had to call it quits and take the inland track. The inland track runs all the way from Beachport to Carpenter Rocks, and it was a fun track to take as well. Four-wheel drive highs, all you needed to scoot along there. This was an open area, and Natalie was able to take her old man's car for a good little drive around this area. It was a lot of fun. We popped out to the beach for lunch, where Burry managed to get himself bogged to the chassis. What are you doing, bud?
Nothing.
Stopping for lunch.
Just waiting for a mate.
Dan was having enough trouble himself, so he left Burry to get himself out with the loan of his Max Tracks. Hey Burry, what are you doing, bud? I thought we were stopping for lunch.
Waiting for a mate.
After lunch, I zoomed up the beach to have a quick look if we continue that way, but it was off camber and not possible, so had to come back and continue on the inland tracks. The inland track scenery was always changing and interesting to drive along. This section is what I would envision Mars to look like. Driving with a sand flag is always the safest option, even when the dunes are small like these ones.
He's trying to dig away and hide from us. The poor thing's scared. We're not going to do you any harm, buddy.
So we made it to Carpenter Rocks. Matt and I threw the lines in many times, lures, bait. We also burleyed up. I only managed to catch a couple of crabs and that was it. We thought this was funny. There was an extension cord running up the side of the lighthouse, potentially for power. This is where we're going to wrap up this one, folks. Hope you enjoyed part 2, Beachport to Carpenter Rocks. Put it on your to-do list, rope to Carpenter Rocks or vice versa. It was a lot of fun. Go with 3 or 4 vehicles, take a few mates, make sure you got your max tracks and recovery gear with you, and you'll have a ball. Like, subscribe to Spider Willie Adventures. Leave us a comment. Catch you soon.
A couple of pet camels. What's going on, guys? There's another one over the back. Take us for a ride?
At Carpenter Rocks, we camped in the huge campground area. I'm just pointing out to where some caravans were parked. There's toilets, just a donation required. Really good spot.